This episode, we are going to be talking about the art and the science of feedlot cattle induction. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Smart Livestock Systems, where we share practical livestock management techniques that help farmers become more productive and profitable. I am your host, the AgriMentor, NY Asha. Today we are discussing one of the most important but often overlooked stages of feedlot production, that is cattle induction. Many farmers spend thousands of dollars buying quality cattle, investing in good feed and purchasing medicines, yet they still struggle to make the profits they expected. The reason is surprisingly simple. The first few days after cattle arrive are often poorly managed. The reality is that feedlot success doesn't begin when cattle start eating grain. It begins the moment the truck arrives at your farm. Today, I'll take you through a complete professional induction program, and I will use the actual induction record from one of our own steers here at Sonke Farms. Let's get started. Why induction matters. When cattle arrive at the feedlot, they have already been through a lot. They are traveling long distances. They have experienced handling stress. They haven't eaten properly. Most are dehydrated. Their immune system are under pressure. Their rumen microbes have slowed down. If we immediately push them onto a finishing ration, we increase the risk of respiratory diseases, acidosis, poor feed intake, and reduced weight gain. A proper induction program allows cattle to recover physically before we ask them to perform. And the single decision can determine whether feedlot makes money or loses. As soon as the truck arrives, unload cattle immediately. Handle them quietly. Avoid shouting. Avoid beating animals. Avoid unnecessary electric products. Allow cattle to move naturally through the rest. Remember, calm cattle remain calm. Stressed cattle remain stressed. Stressed cattle simply don't perform well. All right. Step 2. The receiving pen. The new arrivals should always spend time in a receiving and acclimation pen. Is their recovery area. What do you do when they are there? You provide them with fresh water, good quality hay, dry resting areas, plenty of space if you have, shed where possible. Depending on transport distance, allow between 12 to 48 hours before processing begins. The recovery period isn't wasted time, it's an investment. Okay, number 3, water and rehydration, which is very important. The first feed every animal needs isn't grain, or it's not grain. What is it? It's water. Hydration restores rumen function. It improves the animal appetite. It supports immunity. Some feedlots also use electrolyte solutions to help animals recover more quickly after transport. Healthy cattle drink first. Everything else follows. All right. Step number 4, encouraging feed intake. You don't rush them. Once cattle begin drinking, our next objective is encouraging feed intake. How do you do that? Always begin with hay or receiving ration rich in fiber. Don't rush cattle onto high-grain diet. The rumen needs time to adapt. Animals that begin eating within the first day almost always perform better throughout the feeding period. That's it. Number 5, processing. Once cattle have settled, induction processing begins. Normally this takes place within 1 to 3 days, depends, after arrival. Every animal is weighed, healthy checked, identified, treated, vaccinated where required, then recorded. So, let's look at one practical example at our farm. All right. Today, we are processing steer SK004. He weighs 300 kilograms and has 2 permanent teeth, indicating he is still a young growing steer, an ideal candidate for feedlot finishing. The first treatment administered is intermesitine super dose, dosed according to a manufacturer's recommended for a 300 kilogram animal. This controls internal parasites, allows the steer to convert feed into growth rather than supporting parasites. Next, we administer 11 millimeters of Introvit B complex, which helps support recovery from transport stress and stimulates appetite. We then apply tick gut to control external parasites such as ticks. Following our veterinary health protocol, we administer the required respiratory and clostridial vaccines using the manufacturer's recommended dose. Finally, SK004 receives his permanent identification tag, and every treatment is recorded in our feedlot management system. Good records create good management. Identification. Every animal receives a unique identification number. The ear tag becomes the animal's identity throughout the feeding period. Every weight, every treatment, every health event, every kilogram gained, everything links back to that number. As we always say, if it isn't recorded, it wasn't done. That's how it is. So how do we make sure that the cattle is adapting to the feed? After induction, cattle begin adapting to the feeding ration. We don't suddenly introduce large amounts of grain. Instead, we gradually increase energy levels over several days. This protects rumen health, reduces acidosis, reduces bloat, and improves feed efficiency. You will see how important all these things are in the next episodes. The first week determines much of the animal's future performance. Walk through every pen every day. Why do you do that? You need to make some observations. Observe things like this. Are cattle eating? Are they drinking? Are they chewing the cud? Do they appear depressed or stressed? Are they coughing? Early treatment saves lives. Late treatment costs money. That's how it is. 5 key lessons. If you remember only 5 things from today's episode, make them these. Number 1, handle cattle quietly. Number 2, get them drinking immediately. Number 3, encourage early feed intake. Number 4, keep accurate records. Number 5, never rush feed adaptation. These five principles alone can dramatically improve feedlot performance. Okay. Successful feedlots aren't built in expensive feed alone. They are built on systems, professional systems, consistent systems. Every kilogram of weight gain starts on the day cattle arrive. A proper induction program reduces stress. It improves health, increases feed intake, improves average daily gain, ultimately increases profitability. Remember, healthy cattle drink first. Healthy cattle eat sooner. Cattle that eat sooner grow faster. And cattle that grow faster make more money. That's it, farmers. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Livestock Systems. If you found today's episode valuable, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification for you never to miss an episode. I would also love to hear from you. What induction practices have worked best on your farm? Leave a comment below and let's learn from one another. In our next episode, we'll look at how to transition cattle from a starter ratio to a finishing ration while mixing average daily gain and feed conversion efficiency. Until next time, I am the AgriMentor NY Asha. Keep learning, keep improving, and keep building profitable livestock systems. See you in the next one. See you in the next episode. Shalom.